I thought I had shared this story on here, but apparently.
What were you gonna say about the?
Yes, I thought I had shared this story on here, but apparently I haven't. A friend of mine from back home, and this happened kind of a few years ago, and even what really happened even I think even more years back. So her grandma passed away in a retirement home. Her grandma was like I think in her 80s, just passed away in her sleep. Okay. And they were like, "Oh no, it's so sad," but very kind of unexpected. And though they had the funeral and everything. Though also when they were like collecting her belongings, they noticed like some things were missing, but they just thought, oh, maybe she just sold it off or did something with them over the years. And then they find out years later that their grandmother was part of a string of murders that were happening in retirement homes by this guy in the Dallas area. He would go into retirement homes and kill, suffocate the poor old ladies and then steal their jewelry. And they realized there was a pattern of all of these that were happening over the Dallas area of these just really unexpected deaths, because if they were happening at retirement homes, people just thought they died. Yeah. And they realized that her mom, or their grandma mom, because it was her mom's mom, were part of that.
That's insane.
No.
And they caught the guy, and now he's in jail.
Oh yeah.
That's insane.
But I think murder. Wait, hold on, I have the article.
It is crazy how easily you can get away with that. Just walking into a.
This guy was charged for 18 killings over the course of 2 years in Texas. He would snuck into women's rooms, killed them, and stole their jewelry.
That's terrible.
18 in 2 years.
But they're just they finally got closure though, years later. That's right. Imagine just putting.
I would really rather not find that out.
Would that make you furious though? Yeah.
Yeah, it would just.
I would much rather have just been she passed away in her sleep, and to find out 5 years later. Oh, that would make me so mad.
Yeah. I'm just confused on how they even got past
I don't know if
did they just walk in and go right to the room?
He may have. Hold on.
He might have worked in there.
They pretty much give anybody a volunteer sticker.
Oh, he allegedly forced his way into apartments or posed as a handyman.
Oh
he
my God.
was also accused of killing women in private homes, including the widow of a man he had cared for in his job at home caregiver. Sorry.
Why don't you just steal the jewelry? Why do you have to
What a sicko.
Why do you have to end their life?
But then
how much money do you think he's getting off of these old ladies? You know what I mean?
Probably just
drug
take them
addiction.
straight to a pawn shop or something.
That's usually crack or something.
Oh my God.
It just pisses me off that he felt like he needed to end their life. I'm gonna take this, all right, and then I'm gonna go. It was almost like he wanted to complete a job.
Yeah, and I'm curious though, what then is that type of closure? What do they deal? Do they deal with the homes that he broke into and try to get a settlement from the retirement community that allowed that to happen for them to get murdered on their own property? Who do you go after?
To me, it sounds like none of these places were secure.
Yeah.
At all.
That's why you gotta have good security.
Their main job is taking care of these people.
I do not want my parents in a retirement home.
No, I think that's
they will be living in my backyard
community though.
A 55 and over community, sure, but no.
It depends. It depends whatever my parents want.
I feel like nobody wants to live in a retirement
in
center.
a nursing home.
I know, but I for me though, I'm way too chatty. I gotta be out talking to people. At least just be around people my age. I don't want to sit in a room.
Oh, by yourself or
there's entertainment at retirement homes. Someone's gonna come in and do magic tricks or sing or something. That sounds a little bit more entertaining than me sitting in my living room and I can't leave. I want to go around a garden and get pushed around and see stuff and get different.
When you say it like that, okay, that makes sense.
I just don't want my final years to be a little too mundane, where the routine is kind of the same, a little less lonely. Something aerobics and moving around, banging on musical instruments,
And just who's telling us that them old people get crazy? They get down.
They are hooking.
They're hooking up and shit.
Oh yeah,
that's a good way to go out.
Jordan, you worked in a retirement home, right? And they were rabid animals just getting down.
I did. It was pretty insane. Everything that was going on.
Did you walk in on anybody?
it was hard to watch when because all of them they're single and their daughter will just come visit, and right when they leave, their mom is hooking up with the wheelchair guy right there, and I saw the whole thing happen.
You would watch?
I just
They just wouldn't care.
They'll wheel into the bathrooms together, and they couldn't. They weren't able to they don't hear their voice, so they're screaming
Because their hearing is bad. They would just be
I love what you did to me. I loved it. No one's done that to me.
That's crazy. How old are these people?
All of the workers, they all no one cares anymore because it happened every single, and they would forget. So
maybe I do want to go to retirement.
They forget,
that
and then
fun.
they do it again and again and again.
Nobody's done this to me. He's done it to you 5 times this week.
And you can't get in trouble for it because you're 85, 90 years old.
Not only that, the people just they just let it happen. They were well,
It's their final
it's
years.
their final, yeah.
I'm really curious what the setting of our generation's ideal retirement community will be, because retirement communities are always just for that generation of what they always wanted and loved. Will it be hip and fun and
VR,
colorful,
just old 90-year-olds doing VR when we get old?
Do you think if we got older, there's no way we would enjoy bingo, right? We'd want.
I love bingo.
Yeah, Mariah would be at the bingo hall every day.
You win money and baskets.
Okay, Mariah's a bad person to ask.
You win money and baskets.
I know, but you love
win
bingo
baskets.
now. That's the thing. What would you want to do when once you're really old at a retirement home?
He'll want to golf.
Yeah, golf.
But golfing now has come back.
They also take field trips. You go to casinos and stuff like that.
That sounds fun.
Yeah.
Candy Crush, Zane. This is a big iPad. I'm doing work today.
Playing Krusty Krab.
You know what's pretty crazy? My grandparents are obviously retired, but they play online casino every single day.
Real
yeah.
money?
No.
Wait, fake
That's
money?
cute.
Fake money.
That's so cute.
On the computer, just it's like a fake gambling, and they just on the online casino. They just love.
Do you love that?
I think it's cool for them. I just I would get bored if it's not real. I'm at
Yeah.
you hit a jackpot.
If I was older, I feel I would have a lot of fun with that. If I was older,
I guess you get the excitement
that.
of
You get the rush, I guess.
Yeah.
But for me, it's not real. I don't know. I can't do games like that where it's just
At some point, you would just pretend it's real. It's just you would just get addicted to that fake income coming in.
I love crosswords though, because the more and more I look at it, my brain keeps going deeper and deeper, and I finally figure out what the clue is.
Yeah.
Isn't it weird? We have memories stored so deep in our brain, but that we can't get to them that easily. But they are there, and it takes that deep of a search of searching and searching and searching, and you
unlock it,
and you find that file.
Yeah.
And I get such a rush from thinking like that.
He completed his first Sunday crossword puzzle.
I did.
Wait,
Sunday's the hardest.
Sunday.
hardest
Sunday's
day.
the hardest one. Yes, but it is the most complex one. Took me 4 hours.
Oh yeah, he was yelling at me. I was sitting there playing a game on my phone. He's like, Zane, you gotta help me out. I'm about to beat this. I got one. I got Moe's.
It was a TV tavern, and I was TV tavern, and it was I had M and then S, and I was
No, you had O and you had O and S, and then I was just Moe's. I wasn't thinking about anything.
Right.
I was Moe's.
brilliant, and I go, that's it. That is
Wow,
it.
I
Zane.
felt like a genius
You are.
because it's a TV bar, but you got to go as far as Simpsons. You have to think of a TV show and then Simpsons and then a bar in Simpsons. I'm dude,
Tavern,
that's
Moe's
difficult.
Tavern.
Oh.
That's the only. I was just I didn't even think. I was thinking of a literal tavern in a TV.
I just can't believe they would say TV tavern and you have to think of a TV show and then a bar and a TV show. That's so
That's what makes it
complex.
difficult.
I know
Yeah.
that's when the clues start getting really
Give me a
dry.
Monday puzzle. Baby, I want my shit fucking fed to me.
Yeah.